The new channel. The new channel.
The views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following show are those of the hosts, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, we're the Talkers. I'm Chino.
I'm Tricia, and you're watching After Shift, powered by the New Channel.
Helping you see the new you. All right, welcome to Friday Booze Night. It is our 6th episode, and we are so excited once again, of course, to bring this show to you. Catch us live every Wednesday and Friday night, 8:30 to 9:30 p.m. on the new channel. Share the Friday Booze Night logo credits to Melanie C. Isha-share namin. Wait, eto na yan. Hold on just a second. We want to, again, have a huge shout out, to Melanie C. She's actually the one who gave our logo for Friday Boost Night. So every Friday night,
Right.
of course, makita nyo yan. Again, shout out to Melanie C. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we all know that every Friday night you're supposed to bring your favorite drinks, have fun with us. Chino, what are you having tonight?
I'm having coffee tonight. And later I'll explain why I have coffee tonight, Tricia.
Sige. Ako, I have
Ikaw,
ginger
what do you?
ale. Bundaberg ginger ale. Not
Yo.
sponsored, pero baka naman. Ayan. So I hope you are all safe and healthy, and do spend the night watching us. So wag na kayong lumabas kasi we're here to keep you company. So we encourage you, everyone who's watching right now, to leave comments and makipagkulitan kayo with us. Diba?
Yes, that is
Alright.
right. Tricia, what exciting happened to you today? Meron ba something exciting aside from, of course, yung normal work, di ba? You travel to the office, kain. Something exciting that happened to you today?
Bakit ba tanong ka ng tanong kung ano nangyayari sa akin araw-araw?
Siyempre, kailangan updated tayo sa'yo dahil MECQ. And I'm sure our viewers would love to know about how your day went, right? So, ano ba? Meron bang exciting?
Ano ba? It's a normal day. I had meetings kaninang umaga and then did some work. Ano pa ba? Then pretty much just chill right after my shift. Just listening to music, ganyan.
Right.
Oh, and then kanina what I ate was chicken lang and then some veggies. Medyo diet. Halata na ba? Yung
Okay yung diet
ng
na
weight?
yun, ha?
No
We'll see
rice,
that in
diet.
we'll try to see that observe that in the next few weeks, ha, Tricia? Guys, ha, samahan niyo akong abangan yung diet journey ni Tricia. Anyway, ako naman, Trish, what happened to me, something exciting for me, is that I'm not normally a fan of mga Korean novela. It for some reason, Trish, okay, first time that I was able to watch a Korean series or novela was
Mm.
siguro a few months back. Yung sa Netflix, yung
Mm.
Crash Landing on You.
Ay, maganda yun. Maganda
Ganda ng
yun.
story. Hindi ko in-expect that it's going to be ganun katindi.
Yes.
And then now, napanood na naman ako ng Korean novela.
Si
It's
Miss,
not,
ano ba? Si Miss Claire ba ang influencer mo pagdating sa ano?
siya talaga ang
Korean novela.
influencer ko. Actually, hindi naman din siya nanonood talaga masyado ng Korean novela. But siguro it depends on the story. There is this new Korean novela that I'm watching now.
Yes.
Yung It's Okay Not to Be Okay. I think it's also in Netflix. So, again, I'm drawn to the story. I'm drawn to the characters. Iba pala talaga gumawa yung mga Korean. So, shout out to you guys. You know, to the Korean people. Ang galing nyo gumawa ng story.
Right.
Yun ang aking
by the way,
excitement.
Chino, we are also live in YouTube. So if you can also go to the new channel YouTube page to watch us live there as well. Yan.
Also, we are live in San Francisco. Okay? So, marami tayong mga viewers dyan sa San Francisco. It's early morning there in San Francisco. So, good morning sa inyo dyan, the Bay Area. Tricia, sorry gusto ko lang balikan yung diet mo, no? Grabe tumatawa ako. Hindi kita inaasar pero natutuwa kasi ako that you are on diet right now, no? Kasi gusto ko lang malaman, ano bang what made you decide to finally, lose weight?
Ano ba? Well, the reason because I had an injury 2 years ago while I was playing tennis. I tore my ACL. So for those who don't know what the ACL is, it's the ligament in between your knee, nagsusupport when you move like that.
Yeah.
So
arterial cruciate ligament.
Yeah. So I tore that 2 years ago. I think it's because I was overweight and siguro mali yung landing. So I really need to watch my diet because I still play tennis from time to time. But it just stopped because we went to MECQ again. So I really need to watch what I eat so that I don't injure myself again. Yan.
Alam mo, akala ko, Trish, to be honest, akala ko may dinidate ka lang Kaya kaya ka nagda-diet Guys, actually, we wanna show you a photo of Tricia, playing tennis in action.
Ay.
Yan, Kita nyo ba yung mga palo na yan? Game face, game mode on. Antindi. Ayan. So, Tricia, please, please watch your diet or watch your injury. Make sure na safe ka lagi pa naglalaro ka. Yan. Huwag ka na ma-injure sana.
Naman. Ikaw, di ba, you also play basketball. If I remember, in our previous company, you're always part of the basketball league.
Yeah.
Pakita natin picture ni Chino. Yan.
Actually, oo. I really play basketball. Basketball talaga is really one of my love ever since I was a kid. And sadly, due to the pandemic, medyo natigil yung league namin. This is actually the last league that I joined at. And this was way back February. And yun nga, hindi pa tapos yung league. So actually, I'm really counting on the pandemic to go away para matuloy na ulit yung league namin. Pero ang taba ko na dyan, nakakahiya. Ba't ba natin sinare? Anyway.
So Chino, as well. So since you are a fan and you also play basketball, who's your favorite PBA team?
PBA team ko, syempre Ginebra. No doubt about
Ginebra.
it. Ginebra talaga.
How about sa NBA? Who's your favorite?
Sa NBA, I think I mentioned this during my nung wedding ko. New York Knicks ako talaga. Syempre Chicago and then New York Knicks. Pero sa Western Conference, I'm not sure if you're familiar, Trish, with the NBA. Golden State Warriors talaga ako Fan talaga ako ng GSW. In fact, I want to share a photo of me, way back 2013 when my wife and I and the rest of the family, went to Golden State or went to Oracle Arena to watch the Golden State Warriors play. Yan.
So idol mo si Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. Pero siya 80s pa yun.
80s ba
Tapos
yun?
ng Celtics yun, pero okay lang. Okay lang magkamali.
So wait, Chino. So you're a fan of the New York Knicks and the Golden State Warriors, di ba?
Yes.
Pero I saw something. Ano tong picture na to? And I'd like our audience to guess which NBA team is this. Parang ano kaya ta? Tinraidor mo yung yung New York Knicks and the GSW.
Yung brief story lang nito, yung wife ko kasi found an app wherein you can warp your face onto someone else's face. And yun nga, it just so happened that a lot of people are saying that I look like Carmelo Anthony. So Carmelo Anthony currently plays for the for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pero nung time na to, he was playing with the Oklahoma City Thunder, and she warped my face onto him. And this is the effect. And I actually just posted it just for fun. Kaya ayan. Ay nako. Ang kulit lang.
Ang kulit lang.
Anyway.
So, Chino.
Tricia, ayoko na patagalin pa. Gusto ko kasing introduce yung ating guest because this guest of ours is really, really special. He actually woke up, as early as 4 in the morning because our guest is actually located in San Francisco, in California. So straight from the Bay tayo. This guest of ours completed his bachelor's degree in biology at California State Northridge, and during his time in Northridge, he worked full-time as a clinic assistant at the School of Dentistry. And it's funny because ang galing ng supervisor niya, he actually gave him the opportunity to learn phlebotomy at UCLA. And then as he continued to work or to learn phlebotomy, he ended up working in the laboratory and became laboratory manager at Cedars Sinai Hospital. And then this guy also prompted to move back to the Bay due to some family matters. And he had to start all over again. So what happened was when he moved back to San Francisco or to California, he ended up working full-time for a company called Pink Dolphin. It's a clothing company. So I think nagano siya eh. He does a little bit of modeling and promotions, for Pink Dolphin. And then at the same time, he was also given the opportunity to learn more or to take classes to further his education in biotech field. Kasi nga biology graduate tong guest natin eh. And then when he already received his Biotech Associates Degree from Laney College, he got a job working for NGM Bio. He started as a lab technician and quickly grew the lab support team within the year, utilizing his experience working at UCLA. And within the first year, our guest was promoted to lab manager. So that's his current role right now, lab manager, and is given his own blood bank lab for lab technicians and supported the biology division of research. And soon, he's actually going to be head or part of the operations team of NGM Bio. Okay, so guys, I would like us to welcome my good friend, my buddy, Derrick Dickens, in the show.
Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you.
All right, Derrick, how are you, man?
I'm good.
Hey, Derrick.
I'm a little tired, being at this, but thank you guys for having me. This is a great opportunity. It's a wonderful show, great concept. So, thank you for having me.
Yep. And again, we do appreciate you being here. Again, even if it's 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning out there at the Bay, you still, graced us with your presence. So again, thank you. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Definitely. Cheers to you guys for your
Cheers.
By the way, what are you drinking, Derrick?
I'm actually drinking coffee.
Okay.
Due to the fact that it is a little early, but I expect you guys' drinks to be spiked with some wine or something extra.
I'm drinking coffee now. Tricia, what are you drinking now?
The ginger beer in water.
Yan.
I'm down.
So, great job, Tricia. Okay, yan. I'll be the one to represent us, by drinking coffee, and you drink alcohol for us.
Oh, this is non-alcoholic, by the way, Chino.
Okay, good. Better. uh, all right. So, Trisha, are you ready for English?
English time. I didn't.
Yes,
I
for
didn't
English time.
know. I didn't know that our guest speaks fluent English. So let me. I will be. My English skills will be tested later on.
They sound great so far. I mean, discrepancies there.
All right. Trisha, I'll give. Hopefully, I get to give you a tissue. Hopefully, there's no nose bleeding that's going to happen. But anyway, going back to Derrick and going back to him being part of the Bay Area, talk about
Right.
GSW or the Golden State Warriors. I mentioned that it's also one of my favorites in the NBA. What's it like out there?
Right now, I mean, the energy here in the Bay Area, as far as sports, is it's kind of quiet, except for the Oakland A's, which is a baseball team here. But the Golden State Warriors, I mean, we this was a off season due to injuries and a rebuild with Kevin Durant leaving. It's just it's been kind of quiet, but I think the upcoming season is going to be awesome. We have still a nice young talented team. You have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, Draymond Green still coming back, and then hopefully we can pick up a piece that'll solidify us being number one out here in the West. So I'm looking forward to great things for us this coming up year.
And I'm looking forward to Golden State also redeeming themselves and going back up on top the NBA land. It's not really something that we're all used to, especially you guys out there. That Golden State is way below, right? So I wish the Golden State Warriors the best of luck, and again praying that everything goes well for them.
I know. I mean, I just who doesn't love Steph Curry and Klay Thompson? They're just so exciting and they play well together. And you add a fiery Draymond Green in there. It's a great thing to watch.
Yep. And you know what? There's a lot of Filipinos there too in the Bay Area.
Oh, definitely.
Trisha, I'm not sure if you're familiar or if you're aware, but there's a lot of Filipinos there in San Francisco, in California, who's actually really rooting for Golden State. And I remember there are even times wherein they would wear shirts that would say Filipino Heritage Week or Day. So it's really fun that Golden State, the management of Golden State is really paying homage to the Filipinos out there, the Bay Area. So that's really it only comes to show that we're so connected back there.
Definitely, yeah. The Filipino culture is super strong here. I know. I grew up in two parts of the Bay Area, which was one. I mean, I grew up inner city, which is a small part of the Bay Area. It's called Richmond, California. Is where we currently live now. But growing up, I grew up in a small suburb called Hercules, and they have a huge population of Filipinos and African Americans. And so going to high school and middle school, we just all gelled together and just became, as I'm sure you guys know, the Filipino culture, you guys are big on that. And so, it's just the culture has always embraced, African Americans and just, embraced everybody in the Bay Area. So, yes, they're, great people. My wife is actually Filipino as well. So I love you guys.
Thank you, man, and we love you too. Again, there's a lot of stuff that we are actually going to be talking about in the next few minutes or so, and we're excited to find that out. I'm sure our audience, our viewers, are excited to know more about you, Derrick, what you do, especially after shift. But Trisha, you have a juicy question for Derrick, am I right?
Not really a juicy question, but so since you've actually talked about the Bay Area and with everything that's happened currently in the U.S., how can you describe the situation out there? Like generally, the people's vibe, the economy, or are the restaurants still open and other businesses?
Yeah, I can't speak for the rest of California, but definitely in the Bay Area, a lot of the restaurants, I would say, if you have outside seating, you're thriving right now. Of course, you have to come, with a mask on and social distance, and you have to be really careful. I mean, the servers, they're serving with masks on and gloves on, and they're very cautious. But the looking on the brighter side of things, the food is very fresh and it comes out super fast compared, you know, to a crowded restaurant. You know, so it's the service is just outstanding, you know, and the food, like I mentioned, the food is just great as well. That's, you know, in the restaurants aspect, but in regards to just the overall atmosphere and just the vibe, it's still, you know, people are a bit leery going outside. I mean, you know, we still have our opportunities to go outside, go to the grocery stores, you know, get what we need, and go to parks, which is great for, you know, for our outdoor activities and whatnot. But just the overall vibe is just still people are, you know, are scared, you know, to contract this virus or spread the virus if they do have it. And so, yeah, man, it's just definitely different. And I can't wait for things to get back to normal so we can all get back to our bar hopping and we're going to the movies and, you know, all the things that we like to do on a daily basis. Especially for me, I like to go shoe shopping and go into the malls. And so not being able to do that, it's just been a little bit depressing at times.
Yeah, I mean, knowing you, Derrick, you're just like me. You're a very sociable person, and you love to go out and you love to interact with a lot of people. So yeah, a little sacrifice is actually, you know, gonna help really well for our people. Simply because of the fact that we cannot just really, we cannot just, you know, avoid this, you know, or we cannot just you know, simply say that, you know what, it's not really something that's dangerous. It's not going to affect you. It is going to affect you in a lot of ways. And, you know, hopefully you guys are all good out there. But I have a question for you about your career. So you mentioned about the normal, right?
Yeah.
So what is the normal for you in terms of your work? You're currently a lab manager, right, at NGM. So can you talk more about that?
My role, essentially, even when, you know, the shelter in place started, it never changed. I mean, my schedule always, you know, was at the lab and at the company, you know, every day, 8+ hours, because research never stops. I mean, when it comes to, you know, a lot of the admin teams and accounting and things like that, everybody else is working from home. But when shelter in place first happened, our research team came in at a staggered schedule. And so we had, instead of all of the researchers coming in every day, we maybe had like 5 researchers, you know, per day, until we were able to get more clarification from the county and from the state that it was safe to come back into work. And so I definitely had to implement a lot of new guidelines and a lot of safety precautions, you know, gearing up to, you know, or preparing everybody to come back into work safely. And so, yeah, my role, I mean, I'm there all the time. And, you know, I have a whole team to look out for and make sure that they're safe. And then 2, when the researchers and scientists do come back, that they're able to work safely as well.
It's nice to hear that, Chino, no, and Derrick, that based on what you said, you pretty much have a similar setup here in the Philippines, because I report on site at some point, or at least 3 times this week. So pretty much our manager also does the same, you know, look out for staffing, and because we are working in a skeletal workforce as well, and make sure that all safety precautions are being implemented at work. So it's good to hear that it's pretty much the same thing that you guys are doing over there in the US.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everybody wants to be safe, and nobody wants to contract this, you know, this virus, you know, or whatever it is at this point. And so just I feel like if everybody just take the small second of their day just to wear their mask and, you know, practice social distancing and, you know, try to stay out of crowds as much as possible, I think, you know, in the long run, it'll help prevent the spread of this virus that's, you know, essentially, you know, killing people. And it's, you know, it's not good. We all, like I mentioned earlier, we all want to get out and, you know, get back to our normal routines and have fun. But in order for us to do that, everyone has to do their part, and just staying safe and, you know, watching out for others.
Yep. Again, I totally agree with that one, Derrick. I mean, please always be safe there. Send my regards to to Jackie, and the rest of the gang. But let's get to know more about Derrick after these announcements.
Welcome back to After Shift. So let's bring Derrick back. All right. Hi, Derrick.
All right.
So during this part of the show, what we normally do is we capture our guests' photos and then have them create a hashtag. But for you, we actually created a special segment. So are you ready, Derrick?
Definitely. Let's do it.
All right. So this game is called Tagalog Time.
Oh, man.
Yan. So since it's August and it's Buwan ng Wika. Buwan ng Wika means it's a month that we celebrate our national language. Correct. So what we will be doing is we would like you to read some Tagalog statements or idioms, and you either translate that or you just guess the meaning to the best of your knowledge. Okay. Now, I know this is ironic that you are a foreigner and you would express this in English, but we are just curious as to how you would interpret the Tagalog idioms.
Okay.
Yeah, let's have a sample if that's cool.
Let's give it a go.
All right, sure. So let's give him an example, Chino. So, Chino, you'll translate, huh?
Okay, I'll try. I don't think I'm the best person also, but yeah, let's see. Let's go for it.
Ang di magmahal sa sariling wika ay daig pa ang malansang isda.
Ang hindi magmahal sa sariling wika ay daig pa ang malansang isda. It's like if you're not the type of person who would love or embrace your own language, if you don't get to love or embrace it, it's like you're worse than fish. Or is that, I don't know, is that the right way to actually interpret that? But yeah, so it just really means that you're at the lowest level of
a fish.
Yeah, if you're not really the one who embraces your own language, something like that, something to that effect.
Viewers, if you know the meaning in English, please comment below.
I'm excited for this, for Derrick.
So, Derek, so you will be reading some of the statements or the idiomatic expressions, and then you just provide your interpretation. So I know that this may be difficult for you, but we gave an assignment to you and to your wife to help you learn some of the Tagalog idiom. So let's test if Derek did his assignment. All right.
All right,
Are you
first
ready?
one.
So you need to read it and then provide what you think it is.
Okay. Makating dila. I didn't go to school that day. I missed class. So, yeah, I just know how to pronounce it. But
clue. Can you give him a clue, Chino?
It's something related to gossip. Is that right, Tricia? Again, you please help me out here as well. Yeah, it's something related to gossip, D.
oh man,
Like if we give the literal meaning, Makati it means itchy, and then dila is tongue.
Yeah.
So if you can make something out of that.
like a fast tongue, or talking mess, or
Right. Or being talkative. Yeah.
or you talk too much.
Yeah,
Yes.
talk too much. Yeah. You talk too much.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry, gossip.
Okay.
Anyway,
So
okay.
Makating dila. Okay.
All right, let's get the next one.
Itaga mo sa bato.
Yes.
He actually said it right. Yeah.
Right.
I can pronounce things, but trying to sometimes it's just, oh man, it's just yeah.
All right, Tricia, give him a clue.
Itaga means you strike with I don't know if it's a sword.
So,
A sword or a
mo
machete?
is you. Yeah. Mo is you, and then sa is like two, and then bato is like a stone. So can you
Stone.
make something off of that?
oh man, this is why I don't play charades.
Slice it in a stone. Or you
Cutting something.
cut it in stone.
It's an idiomatic expression. You have like a translation of this in English. Think of that. Something to do with rock or stone.
What? Oh man, these are.
This is gonna be tough.
I know you guys are spinning me around.
Tricia,
Chino,
what's
what
the
do you think?
answer? Oh, sorry, I was supposed to
I'd
give
like
it to you.
you to answer it.
Itaga mo
Chino.
sa bato. Itaga mo
It's
sa bato. It means it's like you're giving out a promise.
Right. You're setting it in
diba?
stone, actually.
Yeah, you're setting it in stone. Yeah, or putting something like that.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
Itaga mo sa bato. Right.
Itaga mo sa bato. I'm not good at this too.
Oh, so it's
man.
set in stone, like set in
Yes.
place.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, that makes it. Gotcha.
All right. Next one.
Lacking. No, we just. Oh man. I'm 0 for 2, 0 for 3 at this point. In a basketball game, I would be losing right now.
Derrick, I'm gonna give you a clue. Look at Tricia.
Strong. Okay. Okay. Muscles. Strong woman. Beautiful.
Oh. All right. What's the answer, Trish?
Malaking braso is like big arms. Braso is like your arms or bicep. This part of your body. That's the braso. And then malaki is like big or huge.
Yep.
So at this
Malaki
point,
big. Braso is
I'm gonna blame my wife for even though this is my homework, I'm gonna blame him. He definitely has to give me lessons on Tagalog immediately.
No, but you know what? We're gonna give you 0.5 for every idiomatic expression because you're actually able to pronounce it. So that's 0.5, and then the 0.5 would be for the meaning of it. Anyway, let's go to the next one.
All right. Butas ang bolsa?
Yes.
Oh, what?
I know bolsa. Didn't you just say bolsa was arm? No, that wasn't arm, right? No?
That's brazo.
Brazo, okay. Bolsa.
Yeah. Bolsa is, it's also a Spanish word, actually, bolsa. But they say it bolsa.
Okay. And how do you guys pronounce it?
Butas ang bulsa.
Bolsa. Butas ang bolsa. I need a hint.
Go, Trish.
Well, if you take a look at your shirt on is it the right side? There's something in it.
On the left side, on the left side.
That's what we call bolsa, on left side.
Okay.
That's a bolsa.
A pocket?
There.
Yep.
Okay.
Butas is like, what's butas, Chino? There's a hole, yeah.
It's like a hole.
Right.
Oh,
So what's the meaning of that idiomatic expression? So you have a hole in your pocket.
You have empty pockets. You have no,
Right.
Yeah, no money.
Yes. Perfect.
You got it, man.
So whenever your wife asks you for something or asks you to buy something, just tell her, butas ang bulsa.
Right.
That's a slap in the head.
You get a slap in the head. All right. Let's move to the next one.
Lagasa. Dibdib?
Mm-hmm.
You said it right. You said it right.
Oh man. Why couldn't you guys give me like mahal kita or salamat? You know, all day with those words.
All right. Let's give him a clue. So the ga is actually a rat or a mouse. Rat or mouse. And then dib dib is your chest.
You said like a rat?
Yeah, a rat or a mouse or a rodent.
A rat in your chest. So
a rat in your chest.
So what does it mean, that idiomatic expression?
Rat on your chest?
And how and if you can remember how rats or how mouses normally move, like they move they move fast, right?
Yeah. That's disgusting. I mean, and
literally, yes.
Right? They like to dig. They just want to get out. But if they're,
yeah, pretty much they want to get out. So, what are you feeling? It's a feeling.
Feeling like scared or frightened, maybe disgusted, nasty.
You're actually feeling nervous.
Yeah, nervous
If
or
you have-
scared.
Yeah.
Like your
that's
heart
what
or your chest is pounding because you're scared, right? Or you're anxious about something. So we call that the gasa dib dib. But yeah, don't literally like imagine it because it's nasty, man.
Especially the big black rat.
Oh no.
Jeez, I don't want to imagine anything like that. That's on.
Oh, by the way, hold on. Can we just go to the comment section really quickly?
Sure.
June says, "Derrick, you're still doing great. You pronounce the Tagalog words real well." Says June Ilagan. And Apple says, "Derrick, Derrick nosebleed." I think it's something related to nosebleed. This is a fun show or a fun segment. I'm not sure if Derrick is having fun because he's only getting 0.5 of the points, but I want to see, or I want you to try this one out.
Okay. I'm not a sore loser, so We can keep this going. I mean, it's actually, it's very educational. I'm learning a lot today, so we can keep this going for as long as you guys want.
Derrick, Claire says, hi, Chino, Tricia, and Derrick.
Hi, Claire. How's it going?
All right. Lasing ka na yata. Go ahead.
Lasing ka na yata. I mean, in English, it just looks like lacing your shoes. But, I know that's not what it actually means.
Let's give him a clue. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It has something to do with Friday booze night.
Oh man, happy hour.
Yeah, it's a feeling that you get once you're done with a Friday booze night.
Oh man, I'm hungover usually on those days. Actually, before shelter, as of late, I haven't been doing too much drinking and hungover, but I sleep. I mean, I know that's maybe you don't go to sleep after Friday. Usually keep the party going, or you keep drinking, or you hungover the next day.
If someone says that lasing na yata ako, it means I think I'm already drunk. Something like that.
Yeah. Or you're actually telling someone, I think you're drunk. You're
Lasing ka na
probably drunk. Yeah, lasing ka na yata. You're probably drunk.
That's enough already.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough already.
A little turned up.
All right. How about this one?
Right.
Ang gana po, talaga ni Tricia. Okay, Tricia, this is about you, huh?
There you go. That's your clue.
Oh man, Tricia.
You should tell this to your wife.
I know maganda, but ang ganda. I don't know.
Just take it off of that.
All right.
Yeah, maganda means what?
Pretty, right?
There you go.
Yeah. So, ang ganda. I mean, is that beautiful? I mean,
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, definitely, Derrick.
I mean, it can only go up from there. I mean, it's not going to go. Beautiful. Beautiful today, Trish. You're beautiful today, Trish. No, maybe so.
Yeah, close.
Close. Yeah, it's close.
Yeah. So it means ang ganda po talaga ni Tricia. So po, is like a word that we include to show respect.
Yeah.
It's more of yep. So it means I'm so pretty.
Yeah, it's like you. That's one full point for Derrick already. Ayan, sabi din ni Claire, 1 full point for Derrick. You got it, man. Yep.
If I didn't know Maganda, I mean, it would have been bad. I couldn't go back to bed after that.
So you need to tell that to your wife. Ang ganda talaga ni
Jackie.
What's the name of Jackie?
Yeah, Jackie.
Ang ganda talaga ni Jackie.
Oh
So
my
you
God.
can say that.
Probably know. Oh my God. Where did you learn that?
All right. So I hope you enjoyed the game, Derrick, and thank you for being a sport. So let's take a look at some of the comments. Oh, I think we've already read some of the comments, by the way. So this time, ayan. So June said, "You are a true sport, Derrick. Keep it up."
Thanks, June. I appreciate it, man. I'm trying.
So let's get to know what Derrick does after his shift. But before we do, let's pause for some announcements.
All right, welcome back to After Shift, and we would like to invite you to watch our inspirational shows. The Big Picture with Lloyd Luna shares inspiring stories of notable personalities, streams daily, Mondays to Fridays, 7 p.m. Next up, we got HR Online. It introduces us to the wonderful world of human resources management every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That's actually 1 p.m. Next up is iBusiness. It talks about inspiring business insights, live streaming from Tennessee and Texas in the US, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and Wednesdays and Fridays, 9:30 in the morning, Philippine time. The Fort Project is about life, business, and success stories live streaming from Dubai, UAE, 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. Philippine time.
All right. So learn your life's purpose by tuning into U-Turn Mondays and Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. The Home Buyer is where you hear inspiring stories about building and owning a property. Streams Mondays and Thursdays at 4 p.m. Laugh and learn through the Puppet Stories Tuesdays and Fridays at 5 p.m. Magbenta, bumili at tumulong dahil bukas na ang TNC Marketplace, an online night bazaar streaming every Thursdays and Fridays at 10 p.m. We also have a new show that will premiere on Monday, which is, I need to pronounce this correctly, Yo Law.
There you go.
Yeah, so they will premiere on Monday, 8:30 p.m. and also Thursday at 8:30 p.m. So 2 leaders in one platform every episode. That's a TNC The Talk streams every Mondays at 12 noon. So please do not forget to follow our page, TNC Now, for more updates.
If you guys are watching us and if you're enjoying the show, please follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter after_shift. Yan. So
All right.
again, it's Friday Booze Night. Please make sure that you're able to provide your comments, suggestions, or recommendations on the comment section down below. And let's get back Derrick.
Hey guys.
There you go.
Hey. So this time, Derrick, so we will talk about what you do after your shift. So this part of our show, it's Friday Booze Night, even though we're not, really drinking booze at the moment, we will have what we call Usapang Tipsy, or in English, it's Tipsy Talk. So
Tipsy Talk.
yeah. So in your case, let's pretend that you're drinking your favorite booze at 11 p.m. and you're getting tipsy. So are you ready for this?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
All right. So first question is, before the pandemic, what do you normally do after your shift?
Oh, I mean, are you talking about after my shift, like literally, or at 11 p.m.?
Those are 2 different things.
Yeah. We're talking about immediately after my shift, on a Friday, I'm coming home, I'm trying to figure out where what restaurant we're going to eat. And, we're making reservations. We're calling up friends, we're trying to figure it out. What's the night's going to be. And, so we're trying to find the hottest bars and the nicest restaurant that can accommodate all of our friends. We're pre-gaming, we're getting ready to go. We're living it up. But then when 11 o'clock hits, if we're not already tipsy, like you we definitely are hitting up, the bars and, are just having a good time with each other. I mean, I feel like when it comes to friends, they're essentially our family, and so, we love being around our family and also our closest friends, just having a good time, just, conversating about life, about sports, about everything we can think of, just cracking jokes on each other. So that's usually pre-pandemic. That's our Friday nights right there. Just just eating real good.
Right.
Yeah.
And where do you usually hang out in the Bay Area?
Well, we have a couple different areas. So definitely, our go-to, since we're so close to Oakland, we love being in Oakland. The vibe there is built for us. Just as a culture, they just present this big range of different bars, and they don't have a strict dress code. You can just be yourself, be who you are. And I'm not saying anywhere else in the Bay Area is not like that. It's just Oakland is it hits home, And then we love going to San Francisco. San Francisco is beautiful. They definitely have the best restaurants, when it comes to eating. And then we also have another place that another city we like to go to. It's called Walnut Creek, and they have some really good rooftop bars because it's warm there, and so they have a lot of different rooftop spots where you can feel the energy there, with everybody being outside and just talking amongst each other and then walking the streets. They present a real good vibe there as well.
All
right. Yeah, you mentioned about going to different bars, hanging out, partying, especially on a Friday night. And this is prior to the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
But if I were to ask you, D, what do you think is the difference between, and you've been here in the Philippines a couple of times. You've partied here in the Philippines a couple of times. If I might ask, what do you think is the difference between, how you guys party up there in the Bay Area versus here in Manila?
I feel like the energy is the same. I feel like everybody's there to have a good time. I do know that in the Philippines, you guys like to dance a lot. So, I love that about you guys. We're here, whether it be here in the Bay Area or, California in general, a lot of people don't really dance anymore. They, when you go into a club or a bar, they're there for the show, and to just drink. But with me, being in the Philippines and in BGC specifically with you, Chino, and the rest of our friends, we're dancing, we're having a good time. We're living it up like we're never gonna see each other again. And that's how I like to live my life. I like to live my life just, like I'm never gonna see you again. So let's just have a good time with each other. Let's just, vibe off each other and just, live.
Yeah, I mean that has always been the energy whenever you guys are here. You particularly, D. It's I know we'll get to talk. Social media is there always. We can call each other up, but just having the idea of being able to party all together, physically together, is something that's amazing. It's crazy. It's fun, exciting, and all the visits that you guys have had here. It has always been awesome. So thank you for sharing or giving us that insight regarding how it is there versus the Manila party or the Manila scene, of course, here in the Philippines.
I love the Manila scene. It's just like I said, everybody's always been so genuine and just been so nice. I haven't had one bad experience at all, and that's always a good thing when you can go to a city and just feel like yourself. You don't have to walk around with your head turning this way. It's just all positive things for that scene. And then even like the food, when we go out to eat, the food is just good, and I mean, speaking of the pricing is just totally different from here.
Right.
Like it's less expensive there to eat, and you can still enjoy your night by not spending a crazy amount of money versus here. You go out to eat, you're spending a good pretty penny, so you got to save up for something like that. So
Butas ang bulsa.
yeah, for sure.
I'm like, here, it's all good. Anyway.
So speaking of you going to Manila, what's your favorite hangout place or maybe a restaurant that you've been in here in the Philippines, if you can still remember the name?
Restaurants, can't really remember. I do know, and I wouldn't say even in Manila. I mean, when we went to the province in Bulacan and in Hagonoy, it was this. I can't even think of the name. I think it was called. I'm drawing a blank right now, and I apologize. But
no, it's fine.
Yeah, but
or how about a favorite food when you visited Manila? Do you have any favorite food? If you're not able to remember the restaurant,
I wouldn't call it my favorite food, but I promised Jackie that I would only try balut when I came to the Philippines. And so she remembered this, and she got everybody. He's like, Derrick said that when he came to the Philippines, he would try balut.
balut.
It was a crazy experience. But it wasn't bad. You know, people have this stigmatism like, oh, I would never do that.
Right.
Or, that doesn't taste good. But it was actually, it tastes like a boiled egg to me, just a crunchy boiled egg. And, you know, throw down some of those San Miguel's with it. It was good. I enjoyed that, you know, for a little appetizer. But then, you know, of course you can't go wrong with the sisig. And, you know,
Right.
I tried this, I forget what was it, I can never remember names. I know exactly where I can take you exactly where it is, but I'm really bad at names. But this is one place that had a great sisig, and yeah, that's what I can remember from one of the great restaurants.
Yeah. Tricia, speaking of balut, have you ever tried balut? I mean, we're Filipinos, right? But not all
Yes.
Filipinos really have eaten balut. Have you tried it yourself? And then do you like it? Do you enjoy it, Tricia?
Yeah, I enjoy eating balut. Especially the what do you call this? The unhatched, the fetus. I don't know how you call it, the fetus. That I don't really like that part. But I like the yolk when it's already boiled. I don't really eat the hard part of the balut. Yeah,
I mean,
but I like
yeah.
it.
In my case, I haven't really eaten like the whole thing. It's
wow.
just
Mhm.
really like the I don't know, the what do you call this? The yellow part,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
not
the
really
yolk.
the whole thing. Yeah, but my wife, you know, she eats balut, and she was actually the one who was able to introduce the idea of, you know what? Okay, this is something that you can eat. Probably the yellow part, and I've tried it, but I've never. It's been a while since I last ate balut again, so
Right.
I'll ask her if she wants one later.
That's 2 points for me then, right?
What? Sorry, come again?
That's 2 points for me, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's 2 points for you. You said it right, and it's actually that's actually it. Wow. Derrick, you mentioned earlier that your wife is a Filipina. You just recently got married, right?
Yes.
And so happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And how did you guys meet? And what's up with a Filipina woman?
Oh wow. I mean, come on now. You should know about
Yeah,
that.
oh yeah, but I want to hear it from your perspective.
Yeah, definitely. But so we met actually in grade school when we were probably 11 or 12 years old. But it wasn't. We didn't have. You know, when you're young, you don't have that connection. You know, we hung around the same group of friends. You know, we just always, you know, went to recess and played in the playgrounds together. And then when we were, say, around like 12 or 13, Jackie actually, her and her family, they moved back to the Philippines. And so we lost contact, you know, for years, up until I would say 2011 or 2012, probably 2012. She actually moved back to the Bay Area where she was staying in Florida for a little while. And she saw me on Instagram, you know, and she hit me up. Was like, hey, I haven't seen you in years. What's going on? Where are you at? And at the time, I was, you know, living in LA, you know, and about to transition because my grandfather, he passed away. And so, you know, she ended up, she had a wedding in Los Angeles, in LA. And so when she came there for a wedding, we went out to dinner, you know, had a good time, just had a couple drinks. And then, and from there, you know, we just kept going back and forth. I was, you know, going to the Bay Area. She was coming back to LA almost essentially every single weekend. And for those who don't know, Los Angeles and the Bay Area is about a 5.5 to 6 hour drive or an hour flight. And so one of us were either doing either or for maybe I would say like 3 to 4 months, just back and forth. Until we realized, like, you know what, we actually like each other. Like this is not just a kid, you know, a kid lust or anything like that. We actually had an attraction and a thing for each other. And so from there, you know, I moved back home and you know, tried to get settled and you know and get back into my career. But from there, we just made it official. You know, we started dating, and and you know, the love story continues all the way until now, where, you know, we just recently got married in the pandemic, and yes, we didn't have our big huge celebration that we were wanting to, but for us to solidify our nuptials and solidify our union, that was a blessing in itself. And so we're happy to be where we're at now.
Oh, that's a nice story.
Yeah.
Tricia, how about you? When are you going to have this kind of story? Just kidding.
I'm
Um,
predicting 3 years from now.
oh wow, 3 years from now, huh? See, Derek is cheering for you. But that's a great story. And again, like I said, we're so happy for you guys.
Thank you.
And we can't wait, to see you guys again, so that we can catch up and share a lot of stories together. So I guess, the question now would be, what tips or what advice can you give, everyone, who's viewing us right now in terms of having fun or trying to or probably for the newlyweds, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of newlyweds out there who was suddenly struck by the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
What advice or what tips can you give, to keep the thing going, to keep the fun going? So yeah, go ahead.
What we've been doing is just trying to figure out different things that we like. I mean, every day in a relationship, we're still trying to find things that to keep that spark, and you're still learning about each other essentially. So we've been playing games, and we've been working out together. We've been going on walks with our dog. Just trying to keep each other from getting in that depressed or state of mind where you feel like you're trapped in your house, or just you're trapped in general. So yeah, we've just been trying to keep each other happy and positive. And definitely keeping God first, just praying every night. We've accustomed to just praying and just, going over one scripture a night in the Bible. That's just what's keeping us strong, is our faith, essentially. I mean, that's what I praise to all couples. If you believe in God, definitely keep your prayers up in these times, and just learn to love each other. Just, know that there is an end to all this.
All right, Trisha, ikaw, your take on that. Wow, that was really powerful, especially the last part, the prayer. It's really supposed to keep you guys bonded, keep you guys sane, and understand, what's really going on together,
Right.
as a couple.
Right. I think this pandemic would actually test the relationship of people, not just between couples, but maybe with family and friends, because, either you are together all the time, and sometimes, because you're not so used to, being together every day, sometimes you would clash. But I would agree with what Derek said. If you put the God first in your relationship, you would always have something to hold on to, and work on any difficult situation together.
It's great advice.
Yeah. Again, I would like to say a huge thank you to you, Derek, for spending your morning with us. It's already 6:37 in the morning there in the Bay Area. We appreciate you dropping by and giving your 2 cents about some of the things that we talked about today. And hopefully, in the very near future, we get to have this kind of talk once again. I'm sure a lot of our viewers have really appreciated and understood, what you're actually trying to share with us earlier.
Yeah, and thanks for having me. I really appreciate you guys. It was nice to meet you, Trish. And like you mentioned, I would love to be a part of this, again in the future. And to the viewers, thanks for hearing me out and not judging me based off my Tagalog. But yeah, just thank you guys. I really appreciate this opportunity to share.
Derek, anyone you would like to thank? Anything that you want to promote? If you have anything to promote.
I don't have anything to promote. I'm thank my wife. Thank to all my family and friends, and of course, like I said, you guys. And yeah, I mean that's it for me, man.
All right.
Tune into this show weekly, every Friday, Wednesday nights, whenever you can. This is a great platform that you guys have here. So I'm proud, and congratulations to you guys on this.
Thank you.
Again, thank you so much,
Thank you, Derek.
for being a part of this.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we'll see you guys again on Wednesday. That's next week, 8:30 p.m. on the new channel. Please stay tuned in, because TNT Marketplace will actually be airing at 10 p.m. exactly right after this one, or a few minutes right after this show. So with that, talkers, signing out. Have a great Friday, everyone.
Bye.